All right, family, how you doing? It's been a while. I'm so tired. I'm just getting in now. I don't know about you. How's your day been? All right, my name is Favor, and this is Never Too Late channel. Okay, it's been a while. I didn't drop video, and the reason is I had finished my theory. I finished my theory last week, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a week plus since I finished my theory. So we have been on vacation. So we are on like that 3 months vacation. From I think we rounded up on the 29th of May. So June, July, August will be on vacation. So it's a long vac. But I have not had time to start sharing the story of the swipe because since I stopped school, I've had to go from one appointment to other. The practical season is approaching. We have to make a choice where we're going to do the practical, and if you don't have a place like or before I explain that, okay, I have been so busy. Right, all the things I couldn't cover, like appointments, going for all the appointments I had pending, things and stuff, all the stuff I needed to go because my class was very early in the morning, from 8:30 to 3 o'clock. So practically every day, Monday to Friday, there was no time for me to go for appointments, especially the ones I cannot really justify. And justifying and even if I still have to I have justification for appointments, it will also affect at the end of it. Too much justification, too much absence. There's a limit of time you cannot be absent from the class. So I didn't have time to go for much appointment, my children's appointment, school appointment, my children's teachers. I know that I didn't have appointments. So throughout since I stopped theory, it has been from one place to another. But today, I think this is the time I'm really saying, okay, I have come home to relax this morning. It's just going up one appointment or the other, taking the kids to school. And let me say, I won't say unfortunately, fortunately, my husband traveled just 2 days after I finished my course. So I think, a week before after I finished my theory. So I'm all alone with the kids in the house. So I have to take them to school, bring them from school, take them to extra classes every day except on Fridays. Then my personal search, something to do, one thing or the other to do, and back to the practical. I now that we are done with our theory, we have an option, we have a choice to choose a private practical, because a private school, a private practical, a private hospital where you can do your practical, though you have to go to the hospital and negotiate with them. So if they agree to take you after they have assessed you and and have done interview with you and I've interviewed you, okay, that's the right word, and I've interviewed you, they are okay with you, the school, the hospital would have to send an email to my school demanding from you, applying for you to do the practical with them. So, but if you can't find, or if you couldn't find anything between the duration of time they will give you, in my own case is till this June. I think I have 2 weeks more. If you couldn't find a place where you do your place of your choice, then you have to stay with the choice that they gives you, that the school will give you. And the choice sometimes is not always sometimes it's not what you want. But I will go into it when I start talking about the practical, because there was some kind of mago Nigeria style that they did in all those in the election time. Though they have not done the final election, but I have seen some kind of monkey hand where is about human being, and based on connection. These people, they're in their country, it's not my country, so they know somebody knows someone. So there was a fast forward movement that they did. So I had to okay, let me see what I can do. Normally it was meant to go by your result, the grade, but this time they did some mago. So I had to start looking for school from one place to another. So today I went to 2 different schools, 2 different hospitals, one big one and one other one. So, and one of them responded. So I'm hoping that we'll get a positive return. I'm still on that. So that's been the reason why I've not been able to start the story, because when I start, I will take off. So I believe that between this week and last week and this week, I would have been done with all the appointment that I need to cover up, that I couldn't meet up all this while. Then I will not have time to start doing the videos and one of them. So bear with me will soon take off, and you hear the full gist of how I went back to school and how the each challenges that I had to go through, that I went through, or that I'm still going through, because the school has not ended, the practical is still coming, so I will still keep us updated from the practical. So join me and stay tuned and wait when we start the full gist. It will encourage you a lot. You're going to learn a lot from my story. It was really it was a challenging time for me. You're going to learn a lot from it, trust me. And even if not for you, you will learn it for somebody. So just be at alert and wait for the real gist. I will tell you everything, especially when it's also by God's instruction. Because practically, I didn't want to do this to open a page for it or do it. I didn't see it necessary. But I had a revelation months ago where the Lord was telling me to do this. So I was telling him in that revelation, no, I said I don't like to share things before time. I want to wait. But I know that I said in that revelation that I will wait till when I'm rounding up, which was practically, I promised him the month of April, May. So when I'm rounding up, I will round up with the theory that I will start. So that was why I opened the page April. When it was a month before May, something just flashed back on my brain in the month of April. Say, you said you were going to, that was what you promised. So I knew that God would not have led me to open this page to share my story for not to say there's somebody out there that God wants to encourage. God knows that the stories, the testimony, the challenges, the testimony and how I overcame will encourage somebody. So stay tuned. I will soon take off, and this time I have challenge with consistency. That's my area with God. God is helping me to be consistent in when it comes to content stuff. So, but this one is what I really want to be consistent with. So that's why I'm trying to get things off the way. Hopefully by next week I will officially take off, and trust me, I promise you I will always drop the video. I've already mapped out the whole thing I'm going to deal with. Each of the challenges, I've mapped them out. So after I finish dealing with one, we enter the next one. Trust me, you're going to learn a lot. All right, I'll see you soon in the next video. That's what I'm not promising tomorrow or next, because I know that I still have that tomorrow morning. I have to go to 2 other hospitals. One of the hospital is a need, because it's part of the list that they already sent us yesterday. So I want to go ahead and go and talk to the hospital. Then another hospital as well. So before I drop the kids in the school, pick the school kids, run back and pick the kids. So I will just have a lot to do. So that's what I'm not promising tomorrow. So, but I know that between that and this not to Friday, I must have been half done with all the things, and from next week I'll be less busy. I promise. I'm going to rest. I'm so anxious waiting for this vacation. My friend was telling me that all the rest that I thought you were going to rest after vacation, I've not seen the rest. It's as if now you're even more busy than when you were doing your course. Yes, I'm more busy, but the body, the difference is the stress I had doing the course is less than now. So it was all over me. It was telling on me that I was really draining my skin. No matter the cream I used, it was not working because I was so stressed up. So it's part of what we're going to discuss about. So I will see you from next week officially by God's grace, and I'm going to tell you everything. Just know that I love you, and I will see you next week. Bye.